Welcome, Taurus, to Sweet Tree of Life Tarot. This reading is for April 2022. And we're going to go ahead and start the reading. As just a quick reminder, this spread is actually considered to be the Tree of Life spread. So it's kind of like the tree is the top of the reading here. And then as you go down, you'll have the bottom of the reading along with the trunk and the tree's roots. And it kind of tells you that everything that corresponds in heaven will correspond to what's happening on earth. Just so you know, this pillar here is considered the pillar of severity. This is a pillar of mercy. And then in the middle, we have the pillar of harmony, in which will show you not only the issue that you have, but maybe how to resolve it as well. So right here in the number one position, we have the tower. It's turned upside down. The tower basically, in this case, because it is in the number one position, it's the basic issue that you're dealing with. Even though you're aware of this disaster and feel kind of helpless to change the situation, the only option is to survive it, basically, and accept the change that will forge a new, more positive path. So even though you're thinking things are falling, just falling apart, they're really falling into place. So right here is just showing that you're not really willing to be aware. I mean, you're aware of the disaster, but or the change that's coming. And yes, you feel helpless to change it, but it's also showing you that new things will come ahead that will be more positive change for you. But you just need to accept that change that I guess you've been kind of struggling to accept and maybe in denial of. So let's see what else with the cards here, what else is advised. On the number two position here, what's driving you forward is the Eight of Pentacles. You're very hardworking, just like it's showing here. This card shows that you're trying to master a skill, maybe keen attention to detail, that your willingness to learn, just like she does here, just to kind of master her craft, your willingness to learn to become an expert. So it does, there's a work, you do realize that it takes a lot of work in order to become an expert in the craft that you're doing, whatever it is, and then become fruitful, as is shown here by the pomegranates. So it's a very positive card. In creation card here in the third part of the tree here, which is a creation, we have major arcana card, justice. Now justice, it seems as if you have been creating justice. Justice does not mean like taking vengeance or anything like that. It actually means being fair, honest, acting in an ethical manner, kind of weighing all the sides, just like she's right here, standing between the river and the rocks here, just to kind of show, that the river of truth here, it kind of takes a certain balance to be able to find the truth. So because of that, is that balance that she's maintaining, as you usually see in the justice card with the scales. It's important because it's showing that you kind of have to have that balance in order to find, weighing all sides before making that important decision, to find that decision that you have to make. So it's also considered a card of being accountable and taking responsibility for actions. So that's a very positive card, that you are taking responsibility for your own actions, that you're weighing all sides before making making that decision. And just remember, even though events in our life seem unjust, this card advises us that there is a divine order to the universe. So don't give up. There's a divine order to the universe. Even though they might be, struggling through some unjust things that are happening here, just remember there is a divine order to the universe, and you having to hold on to your faith, friends, family, and just kind of remember, weigh all the options before making a decision, and just do it in a fair and ethical manner, and kind of whatever, if anybody has wronged you or anything, just let it go. Let that situation go. That's what this is telling you as well. Right here is Four of Pentacles. This is what you're kind of having the energy to build. You do want to build. Obviously, you can tell this person here has made a lot of material wealth. However, she's not willing to share it. Because there's a desire to maintain control and hang on to one's possessions. Yes, careful planning and wise spending are virtues, but this card reminds us that there's a danger in being too possessive and controlling. As you can see here, it's a little too possessive and controlling, so it's warning us against that because she's unwilling to share whatever she's made, even though she's worked hard for it. So it's kind of like, yes, you have a lot of fruits that have been given through your hard work, obviously, right here, like shows in this card. However, you want to be able to share those blessings with others. And by sharing those with others, you will get that, and you will get continual blessings that way. Just kind of remembering that, not to just kind of feeling like you have to have control of everything and let a situation go. Right here, and in this position, the fifth position, we have the King of Wands. Okay, the King of Wands is considered to be in reverse here. It's dealing with a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. So this could be your partner. It's telling you to dissolve the situation, or it could be just within yourself with those energies as well. So that would be up to you to kind of think about. But it seems like it might be related to a partner. They may be a foolish risk taker. This card usually refers to a foolish risk taker, impatient, somebody that's aggressive, somebody looking for the easy way out. It's obviously not you because you're showing here as a very hard worker. So to me, it seems like it's your partner. Whatever relationship you're in, kind of look at it in a new way, or maybe it's fallen apart because you've had this person. Kind of, you realize you're trying to find the easy way out. They're possibly, like they're considered like a con artist or using their charm to manipulate into getting what they want, and that's probably what you might have been going through. And this change that you don't want it to happen. It seems like you just kind of like don't want that change to happen, but you worked so hard to do everything. But at the same time, you're like, well, I just want to hold on to everything, but you do need to share, not necessarily with this person, obviously. Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. That seems to be the card, or those type of energies that they're giving out. So the synergy, though, the synergy of the card of the whole reading here, it's the middle, and it tells us what the energy is throughout as far as the actual reading. So this is the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is a completion of a short-term goal. You see it, that you can see the bigger picture, that you stick to a plan, hold it to your skills. You might have to possibly team up with others, so that's why there's a partner here. As you can see, she's tending to this area here with the pentacles and which is with all the vines here, and he's tending to making and building this kind of fountain. So you might have to team up with others in order to reach a prosperity that you've been wanting to reach financially. And you can see the little bird here with the seed coming in. It's a symbol of great things to come. So it's a very positive card. So we just, they have that positive energy of wanting to build things, of wanting to grow and throughout the whole energy. So right here, though, we're going to see how this issue can be turned around. And by you wanting to grow, that's a big plus. Right here in the number 7th position, which is a position of victory. It's actually a Four of Swords. Even though it looks kind of somber here. It does actually, it kind of signifies, this card signifies recuperation or reflection, kind of withdrawal within. That's why she's not hurt. She's just kind of resting. She's been through battle, so now she's resting, recharging her mind and her body, so that she can then maybe move forward with her journey that way. By taking this step back now to renew her energy, she's giving herself the ability to review the course that she needs to take in order to continue forward. So this is what she's doing. She's resting, taking a step back before making a decision. Like right here, you're saying very just, very balanced. Same thing here, very just, very balanced, but you're very, kind of reflective in stepping back, taking a moment to really look at your next step before making it. And then we have here in the 8th position is usually what reveals to me what you really want. This is a Page of Wands. She's a creative soul. She thinks outside of the box, and looks with enthusiasm at anything, new ideas, new ventures. So it's a very young but powerful energy. And what this card reminds you is that if you have enough focus, you can develop that creative vision. Okay, So that's reveals what you want. You want to develop that creative vision. Well, how do you do it? You need to focus. You need to focus in order to keep that creative vision going. And then in the trunk of the tree, which is in the ninth position, we have a major arcana card. We have the Empress. The Empress is known to be in this position is how you see yourself or others see you. Femininity, this is a card of very much femininity, fertility, but this could necessarily not mean just fertility of like pregnancy, but maybe a new birth of something. You're creating something new. There's also the life symbolized by the butterflies. The pomegranates also give information about, the fruitfulness. Um, and then there's a harmony, luxury, showing abundance, obviously because of all the fruits here. And then, there's beauty and grace also. So she has, one foot in the river of life and the other one on land to keep that balance going. And then number 10th position, we have the outcome card, which is basically like the roots of the tree. And this is a major arcana card. This card is usually known as a card of universal understanding, kind of the highest level of consciousness. So you're kind of growing spiritually, or in your consciousness and how you're seeing things. It can be achieved, and it can be achieved. So it's a new beginning. As you can tell, it's just kind of just listening here, sitting here, listening to the hum of the universe. And there's little butterflies here, noticing a transition. And of course, she has an Om sign here, kind of just reflective of all the hum of the universe. It's just kind of taking in. So basically, on this side of the column on the left side here is a column of severity. The column on the right is a column of mercy. And like I said before, the column in the middle is a pillar of harmony. So this pillar of harmony kind of gives you suggestion on how to fix this tower, the tower here. So it's basically what you want to look at is, remember that you have the world card, which tells you about that universal understanding, kind of getting that new perception. And then, of course, you're being fruitful, nurturing, keeping that harmony, just keeping that abundance and kind of keeping going forward, especially in that abundance. It seems like you're doing very well right here with maybe a partner to kind of help you get that balance in trying to get more stable financially. And of course, don't be greedy. You want to make sure you share, but not with this person here that seems to be kind of a manipulative and in a very charming way. So by doing all of these things here and taking a moment and a step back to kind of reevaluate where you're at, you'll be able to turn this around the tower, and then being accepting of what the situation is. So remember, it's how your perception that you're going to have of this drastic change will determine how you will adapt to the new circumstances. So this is what it's telling you. In order to do that, you got to kind of let that go, of not wanting to see that situation, pass, to turn it upside up to the tower, in which it's even though it shows a reversal of fortune, everything that seems to be falling apart, but it's actually falling into place. So it's also like a striking revelation or a change in shift or reverses in current in your current situation. So it's kind of taking out that current false or shaky situation in order to pave a new way for new opportunities. So it's all going to be on how you determine and look at this different just kind of looking at everything, how your perception and you're looking at everything will determine how you're going to adapt to those new circumstances in order to make them not falling apart, but actually falling into place. So I hope you've been finding this reading helpful, and I hope you have a very peaceful rest of your month in April. And if you do want me to continue to keep making these videos and scheduling them every month, please do subscribe so that I know that you're interested in me continuing these videos. And if the video resonates with you, please do like and share. Share that with friends. Hopefully these readings give you a positive, maybe new perspective on your situation. And I wish you a very good rest of the month. Lots of peace, sending you lots of light and love. Thank you.